Anthony Slater here with Darnell Mayberry. We're inside the Peak for the first time this season, regular season wise, and it was kind of an interesting game tonight. Thunder win the home opener. An 8-man Thunder team without its superstars beat a Nuggets team that was full strength, 102-91. Lots of stories of the night. I wrote about him, so I'm going to start here. Kendrick Perkins, 17 points. He had a brief stretch in the first half, 3 straight post-ups. Crowd was going wild. Some guy behind me was yelling at Scott Brooks, "Get the ball to Perkins!" I thought it was hilarious. I thought it was great for Perkins. That's where I'm looking to as the story of the night.
Yeah, it wasn't just hilarious. It was needed. You know, he scored 17 points, the most he's scored since February of 2013. I think that was against Phoenix. So, big-time performance by Kendrick Perkins. And on a night where you needed offensive contributions from anyone and everyone. It didn't matter who you were. Didn't matter what your history is in this league. The Thunder needed your help tonight, and they got it. And I thought Kendrick Perkins really performed well.
Just quick, another story. Same guy, but they take Perkins out in the fourth quarter when the Nuggets were making a run, and as Perkins is walking off the floor, that same guy's yelling, "Why are you taking Perkins out?" And it kind of shows you what this night was like. But another guy we need to look at, Perry Jones. What do you have? Finished with 22 or so?
23.
23, yep. And this comes a game after he scores 32. It's 2 games, but this is what you want from him. It looks like his confidence is growing because of the shots and opportunities that are coming.
Yeah, he was really effective tonight. He was efficient tonight. I think he was 9 of 18, 9 of 17. So he's really showing that he's confident now, that he's comfortable putting the ball on the floor, getting to the basket, maybe posting up a little bit, and taking the three-pointer. He was 3 of 7 tonight from three-point range, and he just looks like he's got a little bit different air to him right now, confidence-wise, and I think he's really comfortable without having to play next to Russell Westbrook, Kevin Durant. He knows that he's going to get more shots, and I think he's stepping up to the challenge of being a go-to scorer for this team when, that didn't really seem like his game, but now he's proven that he's capable of it.
You got a lot really from everywhere. There's only 8 guys, but, all 8 guys scored in the first quarter. Lance Thomas gives you 12 points and 8 rebounds. Serge Ibaka, I think, had somewhere around 23, 24. Hit 3 threes, a career high, on his way to 60 this season. This was just really a great team win. You kind of wrote about it, I think, in the paper. Without your superstars, this is exactly what the Thunder wants to be about.
Yeah, it started by defense. We haven't even touched the defense yet, but you look at a little bit had to do with the Nuggets just being cold, not really being in a rhythm. Maybe they took the Thunder lightly. Who knows? The Thunder's going to be an underdog for as long as Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, Reggie Jackson, Jeremy Lamb, all these guys are out. But you have to give the Thunder a lot of credit. They came out, noticed that, took advantage of that. So, but I think the defense was really on point tonight. They were getting back in transition. They were hustling the loose balls. They were rebounding well, just scrapping for every little thing that they could. And I think that really inspired them as a team and led to some better offensive performances that we're not accustomed to seeing.
Look, we can't overreact to one win in front of an inspired home crowd. This is still going to be a very tough early season stretch to Brooklyn and to Toronto the next 2 games. But are you more optimistic that maybe they can get a few more wins than you had thought, or they can compete in some of these games over the next month without their 2 superstars?
The thing that makes me the most optimistic is something that we even saw after the Portland and LA Clippers games. They're going to compete. You can see that this team is really fighting on every possession for 48 minutes. They're coming out, playing hard, playing for each other, doing all the little things that sometimes they don't necessarily have to do and don't do when Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant and the stars are there. So I think you're really seeing the grittiness of this team, the tenacity on the defensive end especially. So if they can just figure out ways to score, I think that's going to be the most important. But they're competing on every possession, and that makes me encouraged.
Yep, like I mentioned, Brooklyn on Monday, Toronto on Tuesday. This has suddenly become a real interesting early season stretch. But that'll do it for us here tonight at the Peak. For the best Thunder coverage team anywhere, stay tuned to newsok.com and every day in the Oklahoman.